It's me. Hello, everybody. Wow, I lifted my arms up for a second and I immediately was aware of how cold they were. Because when I was sitting up, I was like, oh, I wear this cute jacket. And I was like, no, I'll be too warm. I sat down for 2 seconds and lost whatever heat I had generated from walking around my room and other rooms, but mostly my room. Although walking around, I have used almost every inch of space in this room. A lot of, to be fair, a lot of it is boxes of stuff I moved with that wasn't urgent enough for me to actually like open and get into. Like, pretty sure I just have one that's like computer parts, of various kinds and like cables. Somewhere, I swear, I have this. Is a cable that transfers, was it like RGB to DisplayPort? Not DisplayPort, HDMI. I don't know if it works, so I might have to get a new one. But hello everybody. I took Monday off because when I was streaming for fun on the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, and this always happens. Whenever Saturday and Sunday streams happen, the chance of there being a Monday Tuesday stream gets really really small. But I cancelled it. Sorry, I'm drooling so much because I'm having a strepsil, so I don't get a sore throat. It's making it so hard to keep all of everything inside my mouth. So I probably do still sound like I have a cold, because I do still have a cold. But it's not affecting my throat, or at least I don't think it is. Well, maybe we'll find out. Hello, Ange. Hello, dribbly governor. It's hard. Because no, if you're just by yourself, but if you're like, I feel like I'm gonna spit all over everything. I'm sorry if that's really gross. That's just how I feel. But no, my throat seems fine. I had kind of a cough, especially in the morning, which makes sense. And there was some stuff with my nose that's pretty much gone. All in all, a fairly mild cold because I rested, because I took a rest. Now my arms are too warm. Maybe do like a half and half. Do like this kind of thing. It's kind of fun. If it's like, that's kind of fun, right? Everyone can enjoy that. Except for arm haters. Hey, arm haters can't enjoy this one. What are we doing? What was I saying? What are we doing? Where am I? Is the stream? Oh yeah, so like I still have a cold, but it's not a throat cold, which was key because I was like, oh no, I have to be really careful with my throat, especially because I've been voice training it so much lately because I don't feel too dysphoric to do it anymore, and it seems like there's been some level of success of it, so I've really like ramped it up. So I'm like, okay, I need my throat for that. I also need my throat for streaming because it is talking constantly for 3, sometimes 8 hours. Although I won't be doing that today because there is no food in my house except for shitty rice that I bought because it was cheaper. It's like instant rice. It's bad. It's not fun to eat. The only exception is if I add other things to it, and I add a lot of things to it, and one of those things is hummus. So I'm gonna go and buy fancy hummus. Hummus. Sorry. I don't know why, because Ange said hello dribbly governor and then you said they'll be up in arms about it. For some reason in my head that was like, oh, I need to remove H's from things. That's how I made sense of that. But hi, Master Nan. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy some lovely hummus and probably broccoli because I just keep buying broccoli because it's easy to cook and it's a really good source of those nice nutritionist stuff. And also, I do actually like broccoli. I know everyone, like, especially in America, seemed to hate it as a child. I'm not really sure why, because it's nice. It's got a good texture. But then I tend to like, dare I say, boiled vegetables. They're not quite boiled because they don't feel as significant as that. If you like boil a carrot or if you like boil broccoli, it doesn't feel boiled in the way that other things feel boiled. Because if you steam broccoli, I don't know about carrots. If you steam broccoli, it's fairly similar to boiling it. It's got so much whatever that plant stuff is called that keeps it all together. I think it keeps the water out. But I don't like it because It has some firmness, but you bite into it and it's not as firm and it's tasty. Rosie, don't bind Isaac without continuous enthusiastic consent. I will not be binding Isaac because the binding of Isaac is like a baby, and that seems unhealthy. Um, Actually, no, wait, isn't that a thing when they're sick? You're supposed to wrap them up. That might be like an old practice that's not done anymore. I don't know. What do I know about kids? I like them. They seem to like me, or at least they did the last time I interacted with a child, like 10 years ago. Hello. Yes, I was gonna do it off stream, but I just didn't have any time because I never do. Yesterday I did go to see my best friend, although I was going to see them the day before, and it was like maybe I should stay in bed. But then I was also like maybe I should cancel today's stream just in case and just go and do whatever I want. But the thing is, one, I do want to stream, especially because of how many I've skipped, and two, I think I'm healthy enough. Babies get swaddled like little sausages. Well, there you go. Maybe we should bind Isaac like that, but also do that to adult Isaac as well, because I think he would. I think he would like a bit of like pressure treatment or whatever you call it. That's a thing, right? People need that comforting pressure. It's why I'm always trying to hug people all the time to fulfill a gap left by bad parenting. Um, Not bad parenting so much as like sort of absent parenting, and I don't mean absent as in they weren't there. I mean absent as in I'll hear people say things about nice things or good things that their parents did for them, and I'm like, ah, okay, I am feeling an absence of parenting by hearing about this relatively. Last time Isaac got bound up, his dad nearly knifed him because of a hallucination caused by some burning bush. I don't think that's every Isaac's experience. But I have a weird feeling like maybe that would be Isaac Clarke's experience. Like I feel like that would have maybe happened to him. But at the same time he does seem like a sort of wimpy little boy in like not in like no it's not his fault because he is trapped on a ship full of evil things and he's just an engine he's an unqualified engineer as far as I'm concerned. Because he doesn't even have like a wrench or any tools at all. He just has like a cutter, and I'm like, you need more than that. That's the Bible story that the game's name. Oh, is the Binding of Isaac the video game? Because I know it has themes of shitty religious practices. So I guess that makes sense. I actually been thinking about that game a lot because I used to play it. No, like I say a fair amount. I don't know. I actually played it that much, but I have the perception of playing it quite frequently. But I remember someone telling me that like, oh, it's not the same game that it used to be because they've changed it all or whatever. They've changed the meta of it so much that it's not the same game, and I'm like, I don't remember ever winning it, so that's not really an issue for me. I remember just blasting things with tears. I played a few similar games to that. There was a game on my phone, I think I uninstalled it for space, that was similar in the sense of, you unlock these rooms and you're going for a maze and you've got a key, so now you can go in this room, but like, oh, there's a boss. But that was like a turn-based thing. Um, right. Let's open Audacity. Let's try and make this note thing. Let's do this before we play Dead Space because I don't think it will take too long, and I think it will be fantastic because what I want to do is have it so there are channel point redemptions of. We'll just start with A to G, right? A B C D E F G. I think that will be good, so people can redeem for like 5 points a musical note. What will be really fun about this is people will be able to redeem them in different orders, right? So they'll be able to play a little tune. Okay. Now this might be terrible because people might start playing Christmas songs, and I'm not a fan of Christmas songs even when they're at Christmas, but especially when it's not Christmas. And I'm saying this when there are less people around, so it's less likely to happen. But I can see that happening. Let's go to Audacity, where dreams were made. Hello, Fuzzy Nut. Oh, the screen seems to have locked. Hey, there we go. Got confused and thought it was binding. It is binding, isn't it? Also, hello. We took it the blinding of Isaac. Why is it taking so long to open this file? That's strange. I'm kind of not with it. Binding of Isaac. You thought it was binding. Category is Dead Space. Because we kept talking about the Binding of Isaac. Did you? What? Audacity did not recognize this type of file. .mp3. What the fuck do you... Okay, we're gonna close Audacity and open it again because that's a load of bullshit. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't recognize an MP3 file? Let's try this again. Space, open. What's changed about Audacity since the last time we used it? Because the only thing I changed was that it could get things from eDrive. Has eDrive gone offline? Because sometimes I do accidentally knock it out. No? Now it says it's importing. What do you mean it didn't recognize the type of file? Try installing ffmpeg. And I don't want female male pregnancy. Well, I do, but like, that's got no. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't do this anymore? What the fuck? What are you trying to do with Audacity? Just open a file. Also, why is this on screen? Get this off screen. Am I trying to import it? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Oops, that's the wrong screen. I'm going to open, clicking on the thing, open. But instead what it's doing is importing. And the thing here is telling me, oh no, you can't open it with file import, you'll get error messages. But I'm not... So nothing, so what I click on to open it, as I've done 100 million times before, nothing happens. And then you can't see it on the screen. I have to put it on full screen for you to see. And then it's just like, Audacity didn't recognize. For some reason that minimized OBS. Audacity didn't recognize. Why is that minimizing OBS? That's on a different screen. Okay, so this is good. I want to tear my computer apart again. Just drag MP3 onto Audacity. Yeah, okay. What the fuck? Why? It's a great program. But sometimes it's not. Right. Dragging the MP3 onto Audacity. You can't see it right now, but the screen is just frozen. And I'm seeing the little Windows dealy spin around. Why? Like, nothing has changed. Why are we now having this issue that we weren't having the last time I was using this? Yeah, I'll show you the full screen. It's frozen. It's frozen right now. I tried to move it. It's fucking frozen. It won't do it. It's stuck. It's nothing. Ugh. Oh no, it is there. It's still fucking saying that it can't do it. And then when I moved it around, it minimized OBS. I'm furious. What, hang on. What if I go to it and I go open with Audacity and we see what happens then? Maybe Audacity file got corrupted. How? The computer's not been on. I've not done or touched anything. Nothing has been changed. Nothing has happened. The only thing that I changed is that it doesn't use the SSD to run through because it couldn't anymore because there wasn't enough file space. So I changed it to the E drive, which is where like all of my files are. Audacity did not recognize the file. Try installing FFmpeg. You know what? Fuck. Let's go try and install FFmpeg. Let's not type FFmpeg on the screen where everyone can see, just in case. A complete cross-platform solution to record, convert, and stream audio. I don't think it's gonna work, is it? A stray cosmic ray could have flipped up a 2 and fucked up just as much. Cosmic rays. No, I don't believe you, actually. Is it FFmpeg? Yes, it says FFmpeg. But this is for converting files. I shouldn't... I shouldn't need to do that. It's just a fucking. It's just opening up. Actually, can it open anything? This is an important question. Hi, Gemix Core. Well, I was hoping to do a look. You know how I'm always like, oh, this technical thing will just take a couple of minutes and it takes me 2 hours. I was going to edit little notes out of the Dead Space theme so that we could play them by using channel point redemptions. And wouldn't you know it, Audacity is bugging in two significant ways. One is that it can't recognize an MP3 file, and the second is that if I drag things around on the window, it makes OBS minimize, despite the fact they're on different screens. And I don't I don't know why any of this is happening. Can it open anything? Let's say, what if we open? Do we have anything that's not an MP3? MP3, MP3. These are all MP3 files. Do I have anything? What if I just open? What if I open something that's really short, like one of the Dead Space bois that we made? Oh, that works. What the fuck? Single event upsets SEUs occur in computer circuits when high energy particles such as neutrons or muons from cosmic rays or gamma rays strike silicon using microchips on hard drives and other data storage mediums can affect the binary code leading file corruption. I 99%, no, actually 110% don't think that's what has happened, because also that would affect everything, because those have happened before in a major way, and it's been all over the place. Hello, Scooters. I'm trying to understand why Audacity is being weird. Because I'm just gonna make a cute little tune. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? After opening that smaller file and then clicking to open Dead Space, it's now opened a new tab with Dead Space. Although it is taking a little bit to load. So I guess it could do it after all. I think Audacity's just spitting at me. No, it is. I've never had it. I've not had many. No, it can't do that. It got halfway through and it said no, but it can do this one. You know what? We're just gonna have to use this file to do it, okay? We're not gonna open the whole Dead Space MP3 because apparently that's impossible. Hi, Crystal Sizzle. Wiggling a window minimize everything else. Hang on, let me wiggle a different window. Let me wiggle Notepad. No. Let me wiggle Discord. No. Let me wiggle Audacity. No, but that box that was in Audacity did do that. Did you get the thing it said to get? No, I was able to just open this instead. Okay, so the first thing is to try and figure out what note. So if we're like this note maybe. It's gonna sound very ridiculous. But let's just start fucking slicing. Although it's actually gonna be 2 notes, isn't it? Whatever. I just want to see if I can do this first of all. Fade out, fade in. This is gonna sound ridiculous. Is it possible? Hang on. Should I cut it even sooner than that so we get less of the and more of the if it stopped like here, not gonna work. Just gonna have to have that in the background. It's just gonna be the Dead Space musical experience, like I promised. Okay, what note is that? Because I can't do that thing people can do where they're like, oh, that's a high C or whatever. That's magic to me. Oh, didn't mean to minimize that there. How do you do that? Hang on. Let's go to YouTube and find I don't know, like an oct A B C D E F G musical notes. That'll work, right? Immediately I see a picture of like a cartoon person and I'm like, oh. Actually, yeah, shall we do that? Because that looks like the most annoying one. Okay.
Let's learn the musical alphabet.
Okay.
I'll show you first, and then you follow me.
Okay.
A, B.
Okay. This is helping. We're getting closer. So that would be lower than that, I guess.
C,
Uh,
D, E, F, G. And then
what note is that? Would that be G, actually? Have I figured that out? Hang on. I think that is, right? I think that's G, right? So assuming this is G, you can do this thing in Audacity, if I understand correctly. Will you change the pitch? Which one would it be? Effect? Pitch and tempo, maybe? Play them back to back, we've got pretty good tone recognition. I just did. Hang on.
And then we say...
Right. Ding! Ding! And then the other one goes... Hang on, I need to close this for a bit. Not perfect, but pretty good. Okay, this is fine. It's it's fine. Yeah, so in Audacity, we are changing the pitch. So it says FG. I'm just gonna say it's a G, and then we're changing it up one to A. That's not how that's that's not how what's supposed to happen. I missed. Okay, so maybe it does go up too. Hang on. No. That's the same sound again. It's a different octave. Does it have to go up more than that to... Hang on. That's the same sound again. Am I supposed to be going down? Hang on. This is very shenanigans. Okay, so if it's 0, what happens? That's the same sound. That's the same sound. What am I doing wrong? Hang on. Okay, that's a lot more than... So what it normally... Hang on. What it normally sounds like... Wait, that's not what it... No, that's not what it normally sounds like. Hang on. It's a 0% change. Okay, that's what it normally sounds like. I don't know why that stays open. It's like a 12% change. Okay, good. Okay, good. So that's our A note. So we're gonna export that. I'm actually gonna make a different folder for this that's called Issac Piano. Issac Piano. We could do this with anything in theory. We could get a file of Issac going, "Arr!" and then just pitch change it a bunch of times. The FG was a lower octave than the G in the video, but it was still partially a G. I'm gonna say yes, and only kind of understand what you're talking about. Yeah, Issac A. That's Issac A. And then we should just be able to keep doing the same thing, right? I mean, it might get weirder the more that we change it, but just have to see. So we're going up. That's a B. Oh god, it already is starting to sound a little loose, isn't it? Sure, that's our B. Export as MP3. Issac B. See, this is easy now. It's not a perfect change though, is it? So this is to C. Oh god, it's really rolling in a way that I wasn't expecting. but that's fine. I think. Just keep editing the same thing out, like on top of each other again and again and again. It's the only way to get true notes. It's gonna be a very scary piano, but I think that's okay. Let's change the pitch. So we change it to D this time. Okay. What's this one? This one's D. Isaac D. Yep. And then yep, we're gonna change that pitch again to E. Oh no. Yep, stop doing that. Apply. Yeah, this is gonna sound atrocious, isn't it? Because really, I should be changing it from the A to B and then the A to C, not the B to C, the C to D. But whatever. This is the proof of concept, which is what you. If you ever make anything shit as basically as possible, just do this. To roughly explain, do re fa mi sol la tendo. I want to say as a joke that I don't, but I do actually. The female deer and all that. Oh, also it's worth mentioning. I'm pretty confident I have dysmusia. So if I don't understand anything that's being said about music, some of it may be that. This is gonna be such an atrocious thing though, isn't it? So now we're going to F, although it says FG. Oh god. We're nearly out the alphabet of notes anyway. Yep, that's A B C D E F. There we go. The first do is 1 octave and the second do is another high octave. Oh, I know what octaves are. No, that I'm not a musical fool. Anyway, listen to my I'm not a musical fool. Anyway, listen to my beautiful music. Isn't it beautiful? It's like bees dying. Hang on. Where's the next one? I'm like, look how easy this is, everybody. That's our G. This is the worst way I could have done this, but we're sticking to it. Hang on. Isaac, A, B, C, D, E, F. Shit, no, that was F, wasn't it? Wait, what happened? Hang on. Now I'm confused. Hang on. Play E. I'm gonna open VLC player to make sure I've got this right. May have written your own music for stuff in the past and plan on doing music streams. Oh well, I actually am planning on opening an orphanage for a hospital orphanage, and I only stream so that people know that I'm just a normal human being on Earth. I've released 4 albums. Sorry, I'm just pulling your leg. So that was E. God. And then this is F? Hang on. Or this is F? Or is this E? No, that's E. So this is okay, so I didn't save F. That's what I did wrong. But good if we get the right notes. So Isaac F. Yep. And then just fucking throw the same thing on it again. Did it as actually, so when you were saving the world it was just a hobby. You never did it with anything other than music views. Oh, I did someone sent me I learned it from the Transmission Gaming Discord. There's someone who does what's it now? There's like loads of music that's apparently royalty free, or at least royalty free for streamers. That's mostly centered around like queer artists and furry artists as well, who are pretty much universally queer. Let me see if I can find that. I haven't actually checked it out. My phone is being suspiciously slow. I'm gonna have to get a new phone. It's not expensive to buy a 2017 phone. No, I actually don't have it here. Okay, I don't know what I've done with it then. No, I've opened it as an app. That's the other way I save things. Is I just have 40 pages of browser open in my thing. Oh, that was me checking to see what the BBC was lying about. But it turns out quite a lot. Oral Alliance, but spelt like oral like ears, I think is what it is. Oral Alliance page. If I can type that. Oral Oral Alliance page. I think that's it. Did I spell it right? I don't think I did. So don't just ignore that one. That one's bad. Can I delete my own message? Oh, I can pin it. That's not what I want to do at all. Can't delete my own message. So, oh god. Anyway. It's like that, but spelt properly. I haven't checked it out yet. I was going to do that, but again, I had no time. Instead, I'm doing this. Yeah, that's G, I guess. Anything the BBC hasn't lied about is that they're called the BBC. I'm sure this by some technicality they're also not actually called that either. But the thing is, like, even for them, this is bad. Like they're just like spewing out Israel state lines. Like they keep trying to say things like, "Oh, the health ministry is run by Hamas," which is not true. I don't think. And that's a thing of trying to say, "Oh, well, when they say that this many people died, they're just terrorists, so they're lying." And I'm like, BBC, I know that you're fucky, but like, do you have any integrity at all? I mean, I knew that you didn't when you posted the big fucking thing trying to say that trans women are rapists or whatever. That was a fun time, BBC. Really enjoyed that one. That was great. That wasn't one of the worst parts of my life. But come on. Come on. Am I a fool for ever expecting them to be honest? Maybe. Maybe that's just it. Maybe it's just the difference between like the information that we're being given and what like the factual stuff is that's coming from other people is just now so far away. Hamas has administer all of Gaza. To be honest, I don't really know, and to be honest, I also don't like care if they do or not. Because if we're like, oh, these people are evil because they're this, and then it's like, okay, but you bombed a refugee camp, like, who's worse in that situation? Because suddenly I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know actually anymore. What the weird one is not to talk about it too much, but like there's a lot of things where they're like, oh, they threw someone in an oven, and it's like, no, actually, you threw them in an oven, and this is someone talking about it happening. And there is actually a quote that says something like, every accusation from Israel is a confession because they will talk about horrible things that the Israeli Defense Force did to Palestinians and they will accuse Hamas of doing. Or actually, if we really want to get into it, a lot of the people that died in October the 7th were a lot of the Israel people who died in October the 7th were shot by the Israeli Defense Force because they're such fascist bastards that they literally just shot through people to get to the Palestinians. They literally shot their own people. That's how fucking nasty they are. Specifically the Israeli Defense Force. I think the people getting shot, no, it's not so much. Right. So anyway, back to Dead Space. Horrible music. Okay. So, do I want to just go back to how it was and do it program? If we change the pitch, the weird thing is also it seems to be moving along the screen slowly as I do that. So that's how it normally. Oh my god, the difference is incredible. So if we change the pitch, you must select some. Oh, yes, I know. If we change the pitch, so we just go straight to G. So it is G, but what if we went up to G? A B C D E. What if it sounds exactly the same? I guess that's the other issue. G. Oh, it sounds worse. Okay, so I actually did it the best way. Oh. That's quite sad. Well, the best way that I do know how to do this stuff. Okay. So the next step is for me to put these into, what is it, Triggerfire that I currently use, which I can never spell because they use a Y in one of the I's, but they'll also have an I at the beginning, so my brain goes, oh, it must be Y's on both of them. But it comes up anyway. I don't know why it's spelt like that. Yeah, we've got all our usual, like, we've got all that stuff in here. Okay, so I need to, it's gonna be called Isaac A. This is gonna be confusing because a lot of I might need to change the name of the existing channel point redemptions, which is actually gonna take me a couple of seconds here. Because they all have A, B, C, D, E, F, G and all that, and it's kind of like, that's gonna get very confusing very quickly if I start changing the names of all those. So if we go to the rewards page, which I think I can show you. I don't think there's any information on. Right, so I need to change these names and then go into Triggerfire to change their names. So, so we're gonna turn these into numbers. So it's gonna be 3 instead of C, 2 instead of B, A is 1. Although actually, maybe I should change them into the order that they're actually in the music as well. So actually, D should be 1. It's gonna tell me I can't do that, isn't it? Yeah, okay, fine, it'll be 4. Fuck it, whatever. We'll just remember that it's like that. And then we're going to Triggerfire, actually. I have to change these names because this is the exact name that it looks for in Twitch. That's how it knows to trigger it, which is cool. The way that works. So 1, 2. Oh, I'm zooming through this now. I was like, I hope this doesn't take 20 minutes just to change the things. 4. All of them? Did I miss 3? Oh, I did. 3. There we go. And that should still work. I go. Oh, they've already changed names. They've changed fucking order, annoyingly. They're not in alphabetical order. I don't know how to... Okay, that one currently doesn't work. That's fine. That's fine. It'll work later. It'll work later when I reset the stream. So we're gonna make Isaac A. This is gonna be bad. It's gonna be very funny how bad it is. Select sound. Upload a sound. Let's go to the Isaac piano. Oh, that's weird. I saved. Oh, okay. That's really what that sounds like. Okay. Hang on, I seem to have misnamed. Oh, that's why I didn't say CF, is because I accidentally saved it under a different name. That's fine, that's whatever. Yeah, so A, Isaac A, and then the equivalent would be, if we go here, we go Isaac A, make it 5 points. Isaac piano. I'm just gonna put in all caps because whatever. It's very important that they're all the same color, because when it's not like that, it gets very confusing. But Twitch is kind of weird that sometimes it will tell you the wrong color for what it actually is. We're just gonna do this horrible brown, and I'm gonna paste that so to make sure that's the same. Right, there we go. Create that. So it won't currently work. But there is, excuse me, there is a redemption for that. I do apologize for my cold. All right, let's make the other ones. So we've got Isaac B. Yes, and that's yeah, that's the name. Which also needs a name here. Isaac B. Select sound, upload. Hello, Ava. Release the old gods. What is it with you and old gods? I'll kill those old gods, don't you worry. Um, why are you intertwined with the old gods? What's going on there? You planned out your first song? Is it just like a is it just a track to make fun of me? It's like Rosie was like, I'm bad at music, but actually I'm good, so shut up, Rosie. That would be quite fun. Cthulhu is a squid femboy changed my mind. No. No. You're just allowed to be wrong, I think. There's some things where it's like, oh, it's quite empowering to be like, oh, this person is like this. No. Also, I'm kind of sick of Cthulhu. And also, why do all gods have to be Cthulhu? Can't they just be old gods of a world, right? Like, what's the oldest god in our world? Probably the sun. I imagine that's probably one of the first gods. It's the sun, right? I can't imagine seasons. That's a pretty common one. Rivers. I wouldn't want to kill the sun or rivers or seasons. Given how much our planet completely relies on the existence of those things, right? So I wouldn't want to do that. Oceanic deities. Oh, you're saying you think it predates us being on land? But again, you're still leaning on the whole like chthonic thing, right? Um Isaac B. That's 5 points. Actually, that's kind of a nice orange. So much so that I actually want to go and make the other one that as well. Uh Hang on, Isaac A, I'm changing your color. Because I hate that brown, and I knew I hated that brown, but I don't hate this orange. There we go. Right. So we got Isaac A. We got Isaac B. Hey, this might work. This might actually work. Hearing the two of them together, I actually don't think it's the worst musical sin I've ever committed. But I have committed many, so that isn't really saying much, is it? Isaac C. Select sound. Gotta upload it. I think worship of water predates solar worship. I wonder what the actual answer to that is, because there's a certain point where we call prehistory just because we have decided that writing means history, even though there's lots of things that I would say could count as writing depending on how you read them. But eventually we get to a point where we're not making anything artistically, right? Like when we start, we can't find any artifacts, and so that's really interesting because it's like, well, what's the history then? What's the social history then? So just because I don't know, 30,000 years ago we found like a pot that had a little river on it, but it was for some reason we've determined that it was considered very holy, but that's still ahead of so much like human evolution, right? So like who even knows? And burial is something that probably predates all of that, right? Because apes do that. So I think it's a fair assumption that super early humans or pre-humans would do that too. And there's like a reverence to it because we're like, this is important. But then I'm kind of like, what if really old religious stuff is just, this is something you should do? It's just, hold the river in reverence because if you can't drink water, you'll die, I guess. Evidence of religious evolution, water worship predates the sun. Because we understand water important is life, so understand the sun is necessary in life. I don't know. I think there's a lot of assumptions. Maybe death is the oldest god. What even, where does the idea of a god start? Very interesting question. This is the C one, isn't it? Yep. It starts to sound weird when we get to C. Let's add a new custom reward. Isaac C. 5 points. Give it this color. Slightly different to the one that it provided. Concept deification is strange. So I had heard this idea that basically our sort of subconscious, there may have been a time when we were simple enough that we couldn't really differentiate subconscious from just like thoughts, but then we get to a point where we do start to hear it separately, or we used to hear it as a sort of a separate thing, as something telling us what to do. And by some people's like theories or whatever, they were like, well, that's where the idea of like a god speaking to you comes from. It's just like it's a memory of us having our subconscious as almost like a separate thing like that, but now it's all too complicated. But then I'm also like, I don't know, it could just be as simple as having a parent and then just like making a fancier version of that, you know? Um okay, so we're making D now. Isaac D. This is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good because of how bad it is. Select sound, upload sound, select file, Isaac D, open. There's a little loading bar. There it is. Click on the tick, save. Goes this one, Isaac D. That's a cost. That's not what I want to do. Isaac D. It will cost you one Isaac D. Isaac D. D. Lincoln. Create. We now have. Oh fuck! It's in such a fucked up order because I know it will be like that in the channel points boxes. Actually, I think I can remove them. Right? No, no. Why would? There's a manage alerts button. Oh, that's a different thing entirely. I don't think I even have access to that. Shit. Wait, if I disable and enable them again. Hang on. If I do this, and then I do this. No, that put them in another different order. Oh my gosh. Hi Aldo. I'm making like a musical sin, I think is the best way to describe it. Where I'm making channel point redemptions that are 1 octave of notes. We'll just do 1 octave for now because I don't even know if it will even slightly work. The editing on the notes was quite atrocious because you can't really. It's not very easy to synthesize a different note just through Audacity, or at least not the way I was doing it. What are we on? A, B, C, D, E. We're up to E.
Looks like you got me
this
time.
swordfish.
Turned me into a skeleton.
I'll get you next week. Big Wooden Bridge, hello, and thank you for defeating the swordfish. We're no longer in danger. Amazing stuff. Amazing work. Oh, I've added a new secret word to the stream, but I won't tell you what it is. There is a secret word. I'm not gonna reveal this one. I'm just gonna wait until someone uses it. But there's a new secret word. Hi Spike. I'm making a musical sin.
Pasta.
That's one of the secret words. Yes. I select. Yeah, I did select this. Isaac E. Okay. Go down here. Add new custom. Isaac E. 5 channel points. This background color. Great. Okay. Cheese is actually not a secret word. Dehydration. I'm surprised that the hydration didn't get picked up on that. Because I think both hydrate and hydration are listed on both of that. Also, hello everybody. There seems to be a few people in at the moment. If you don't know what's going on right now, using Audacity, I have cut out a piece of the Dead Space music so that we can have a A, B, C, D, E, F, G channel point redemption. Because it will be very funny. Thank you. Hydrogen. Just the fucking stream explodes. I might include that actually because that's very funny. ABC. It's okay. So we're up to E. F is the next one. Isaac F. That does sound like a these nuts joke. Isaac F. Isaac, any letter you want. Except for X. That one's tainted forever. Oh god. Imagine that being Elon's legacy for fucking ever. It actually would just be the letter X. Fucking the future's miserable, isn't it? Yes, I did it! I am the letter! It gets reincarnated as a big fucking letter X in the middle of a desert somewhere. Which will be everywhere soon. Hang on, did I disable oh that's the planets on board ones, that's fine. Isaac F. Shall we start claiming letters so he can't? Or is that just playing into his game of like overvaluing letters? It's just because he was like, I got X.com in the 2000s, I'm so cool now. No, it would be cool if you had A.com. No one gives a shit about X, you're too late. And also, you didn't claim that one, you purchased it from someone else who had already gotten it. Who, I don't know, paid the fucking medical bills of it or whatever. Okay, so we're up to F. I need to stop getting distracted. Because we're so close. My ADHD is making it so hard. Isaac G. The Isaac Gangster. Isaac G. Select the sound. Upload the sound. Isaac G. They don't currently work at the moment, so... because I think I do have to actually reset the OBS for it to work. But that seems like... the worst thing I've ever heard. Greg gives you secret word before I test it to see if it was your new truly secret one. Joker? Are you just... I shouldn't have fucking... Is it Gremley I don't think that's a word, actually. Trans rights. Oh, wait, no, that's a secret one. Well done. Trans rights. Because I have this back now, thanks to being gifted this for my birthday. I love it. Look at the colors. It's like a little makeup palette, but it's for keys that I didn't have. It's really nice, actually. I like it. I would definitely kiss whoever gave me this. Right. So, okay. So the next part of the mystery of the magical mystery tour, I think, is to trust that this is all gonna work. I'm gonna very briefly close the stream, which for many people will just break the stream and it wouldn't work. But in theory, if I switch it off and on again, it should just start playing immediately. But for some people, it might crash. So we're gonna open a second OBS because I don't know any other way to refresh Triggerfire, which is weird. I don't know if there is an option because I've not installed anything. It's just based on a bot. Will this work? Excuse me. Still do have a cold. Okay. Right. Let's hope all 16 viewers come back in a second. But I'm gonna be right back.